Graduands, graduates, diplomates, family and friends, the academic procession is about to enter the hall. Will you please stand? You may now be seated.
Distinguished guests, university colleagues, industry and community partners, family and friends, and most importantly, those of you who are graduating today, I extend a warm welcome. In recognition of the deep history and culture of this island, I acknowledge the Palawa people, the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which we meet today, and pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging on the beautiful foothills of Kunyani, next to our beautiful river we celebrate here together today. Welcome again to this very special occasion. It now gives me great pleasure to invite our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Rufus Black, to say a few words. Before he starts, I'd like to add that whilst this isn't unusual, on this occasion Rufus has some very important thoughts to share with us.
Deputy Chancellor and graduates, welcome. Today is a great day for celebration. Today we celebrate you graduating from the University of Tasmania. Each of you will cross the stage with degrees and qualifications that will expand the possibilities of your lives just as your minds have been expanded by your studies. You are also doing more than that. You are graduating from a university. The gown you wear, the ceremony you participate in, are symbols of one of the most potent ideas people have ever created in the long history of humanity. While universities might seem commonplace today, we too easily forget that from the perspective of history, they are still rare and precious places. Amongst all the people who have ever lived, few have had the opportunity to spend time in one. That you are amongst those fortunate few is worth celebrating. As one of those few, it invites a moment to reflect, because in your time, you may need to defend the idea of the university. It is an idea that there are places where we hone the excellence of our techniques of inquiry and the rigour of our thought to the highest levels human can achieve, where we fashion the finest tools for our curiosity. And with that excellence and curiosity, we push back the frontiers of our understanding about the world in which we live. We look out to the edge of eternity, to where the universe began, and inward to the deepest intricacies of the human brain. We uncover the great stories of humanity from the past and the present. We develop ideas that change the way we understand ourselves and the world. We solve problems to which once there seemed no answers. And we create new visions and music so that we can hear and see the world with fresh eyes and ears. All that work is built on a unique freedom to pursue the truth wherever it takes us. The discoveries that come with that freedom will at times excite us, challenge us, disturb us, and even feel like they are subverting the very world we thought we knew. That freedom, which defines the nature of universities, does more than enable us to create new knowledge. It's integral to securing the very foundations of our pluralist democratic societies and the very prosperity we enjoy today. As institutions of free inquiry, universities stand as bulwarks against tyranny and the ever-present totalitarian tendencies of authoritarian populism or martial order. The likely success of a country's transition from autocracy to democracy can be judged by whether they are home to strong, enduring universities. It's why when autocracies seek to seize democracies, the first places they send the tanks is to the gates of universities. In a world where popularism is on the rise, we need to remember it is the collective contribution of our civic institutions with their independence from government, our courts, libraries, professional associations, orchestras, galleries, and universities, which are as important to securing the freedoms we value as our right to vote. We can know governments with authoritarian inclinations, whether from the left or right, by their discomfort with these institutions or their attempts to weaken them. Those tendencies are growing around the world, as they did in earlier times when the world slid towards darkness. The chill wind blowing from the United States is reaching even our shores, and those propensities here come cloaked in other agendas. If those tendencies grow, it is not just the hard-won freedoms and plurality of our democracy that are threatened. The very engine of modern prosperity and improving living standards will be compromised. We need to remember people are living longer because cutting-edge medical research gets translated into what we teach our doctors. Living standards have risen because the latest insights of our chemists, physicists, mathematicians, and engineers have helped people make once unimagined products more efficiently and sustainably. Our economies have been transformed by ideas once hotly debated on campus, which are now taught to first years. For every course you have graduated from today, all the skills you have are the product of that new knowledge. From that constantly expanding frontier of our understanding, We have provided you with the insights and skills you require to make a difference in the world. And we need you to make that difference more than ever. You are graduating with the capabilities to help meet the most difficult conjunction of global challenges we have seen since the Second World War. As we simultaneously face an ageing population, crippling cost of living, falling productivity, growing inequality, a decaying international order, and the need to transition to a zero carbon and sustainable society. We don't want to place either our capacity for progress or our ability to meet these challenges at risk. And it is easy to forget, after the most unprecedented period of material progress in human history, that for the vast majority of that time, lifespans didn't increase, people didn't get wealthier, life didn't get better. Knowledge doesn't just accumulate, it gets lost. So many of the rich insights of the ancient world are now lost to humanity. Aristotle, one of the greatest and most influential philosophers of all time. We only have 31 of the approximately 200 works or so he wrote. The great library at Alexandria was lost not just because of a fire, but a failure of funding. Skills don't just accumulate, they too can get lost. In the ancient world, engineers knew how to fashion great domes. That got lost. Centuries passed. It wasn't until the great Renaissance architect Brunelleschi recreated that knowledge to build the magnificent dome of the cathedral in Florence, spanning a gap that hadn't been spanned since ancient times. When the numbers of students completing school are falling, the numbers studying maths, physics, chemistry, languages and music are tumbling. Universities are being attacked. Research funding is being cut. Research is being stopped because people believe the wrong things. We have all the warning signs. So, as a university graduate, I invite you to speak up for universities, for your sake, for the sake of your children, for the sake of the world. In years to come, when you look at your framed certificate on the wall, I invite you to see not just the qualification, but the crest of the university that helps to secure the sort of society where you are free to pursue the life of your choice, where you can reasonably hope that tomorrow will be better than today. Thank you.
Thank you to our Vice-Chancellor. It's now my pleasure to invite Mr. Paul Jackson to present the occasional address. Paul graduated from the University of Tasmania with a Bachelor of Commerce and a Bachelor of Law in 2007. He completed a graduate diploma in legal practice at the University of Tasmania and was admitted as a practitioner of the Supreme Court of Tasmania in 2008. Paul commenced employment at the City of Hobart while still studying at university in a legal role. This progressed to full-time employment upon the completion of his degree, and Paul worked at the City of Hobart for 18 years in legal and governance roles. During that time, he was responsible for various functions, including risk management, insurance, emergency management, quality assurance and governance. He held statutory emergency management municipal coordinator position from 2015 to 2017 and was president of the Local Government Professionals Tasmania. In 2023, Paul commenced as the inaugural CEO of TasWaste South and currently remains in that role. TasWaste South is a regional authority established by all 12 Southern Councils to coordinate local government's resource recovery and management of solid waste in the southern region for a more sustainable future. Paul has been able to draw on his knowledge and experience gained through his career to establish TasWaste South and position it to support improvements in resource recovery within the region. Paul is married with 3 children, aged 11 and 9-year-old twins. Best wishes with that, Paul. I invite Paul to present the occasional address.
Thank you, Deputy Chancellor. Deputy Chancellor, distinguished guests, members of the university, graduates, families and friends. It's a huge honour to be standing here today as an alumnus, speaking to you on one of the most important milestones of your lives. To be honest, when I was sitting where you are now, I never imagined that I'd be back here delivering a graduation speech. In fact, there were moments during my time at university where graduating seemed like a distant milestone. So first things first, congratulations. Completing your degree is a huge achievement. You've put in late nights, met the deadlines, survived the group assignments, and made it to the finish line. Today is about celebrating all of that effort and drawing a line in the sand about what comes next. I studied a Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Laws and later completed a graduate diploma in legal practice. Today I'm the CEO of Tasmania South, a regional waste authority. But the journey here wasn't exactly a straight line. Let's just say I wasn't the most diligent student. My approach to university was deadline driven, let's call it. I'd check when assessments were due, then work backwards from there. Somehow that strategy got me through. I wasn't the one sitting front row in lectures, but I was there occasionally. In fact, according to the editors of our law school yearbook, the highlight of my university career was the day I actually turned up to class. That was literally it, just me showing up. So if you've taken the scenic route through uni, believe me, I see you. And I'm here to tell you that it's still possible to build something meaningful from it. Because while I may have not been the most academic, I did do a few things right. I said yes to opportunities. I stayed curious. I built a network of people who looked out for me and who I looked out for in return. I found mentors. I showed up even when I felt out of my depth. And if there's one piece of advice I can offer you today, it's this: don't be afraid of the deep end. You might feel underqualified or unsure, but that's often where the best growth happens. Say yes. Even if you're not totally ready, you'll rise to meet the moment. Some of you are already in the workforce, others are still working it out. Either way, today marks not just the end of your degree, but the beginning of a new chapter. A university degree is more than just a piece of paper. It's proof that you've committed to something tough and followed through. You've learned how to think critically, how to challenge ideas, how to ask better questions. These are lifelong skills that will carry you forward. But let me be clear, your degree doesn't define you. It opens doors, sure, but it's what you do once you walk through them that really matters. If you've got great results, that's awesome, but don't rest on them. If your marks weren't what you hoped for, guess what? You get a clean slate. The world doesn't care nearly as much as you think it does. From here on, it's about your attitude, your resilience, and how you treat others. There are 3 lessons I wish someone had really driven home for me when I was graduating. First, your career probably won't look anything like you expect. Mine didn't. It's not a straight road. It's a game of snakes and ladders. Some days you'll climb, other days you'll slip. The key is to keep rolling the dice. Keep your eyes out for the ladders and try not to fall for the snakes. Second, stay humble. Having a degree doesn't mean you know everything. In fact, the more you learn, the more you'll realise how much you don't know. Keep listening, stay curious, keep asking questions. Third, lean on your network. The people you studied with, the lecturers who inspired you, the mentors you met. These people are now part of your story. And trust me, you'll cross paths again. It might be 5 years from now, it might be 15, but when you do, you'll always have that shared connection. You're now part of a broader alumni family. That connection never disappears, and you never know when it might open a door. To the family and friends here today, thank you. Whether it was proofreading essays, offering a spare room, or just being a listening ear, you've helped make this day possible. Your support has meant everything. To the graduates, you've worked hard. You've persevered. You've earned this moment, and now you hold something powerful in your hands: opportunity. Whether you're graduating from the College of Arts, Law and Education or the College of Science and Engineering, don't underestimate the impact you can have. You can protect the vulnerable, inspire change, educate, innovate, build, lead. This degree is your launchpad. How high you go from here is entirely up to you. Be open to where your journey takes you. Don't be boxed in by what's written on your testament. I studied law, worked as a lawyer in local government, and now I work in waste. The job has changed, but the values haven't. I've stayed true to what matters to me, which is helping the community. So take a breath, enjoy this moment, you've earned it. And then, when you're ready, jump in, deep end and all. Congratulations again, and thank you for letting me share this moment with you. And now I know you're all ready to get on with the real celebration, and I'm just some guy who spoke at your graduation, so I'll get out of your way. Thank you, Deputy Chancellor.
Thanks so much, Paul, and it's such a great reminder about the importance of connection and network, and it's been great to be a colleague of yours over time as I've watched your career grow as well. Fantastic. I now call upon Professor Kristen Harmon, Chair of the Academic Senate, to present candidates for degrees and diplomas. This is the moment that you have been waiting for.
I call upon candidates to stand. Deputy Chancellor, I commend to you the candidates whose names are listed in the conferral list before you for admission to the degrees and for the award of the diplomas shown. They have completed all requirements for their awards to the satisfaction of the Academic Senate.
By virtue of the authority vested in my office, I admit you and the candidates in absentia, as listed in the conferral list before me, to the degrees and award the diplomas for which you and they have qualified.
Please join with me in congratulating the new graduates and diplomates. Graduates and diplomates, please be seated. Deputy Chancellor, the graduates and diplomates will now be presented to you.
I now call upon Professor Kansei Ong, representing the Interim Academic Lead of the College of Arts, Law and Education, to present graduates and diplomats in that college.
For undergraduate certificate in Creative Arts and Health. Stephanie Loy. For undergraduate certificate in Family History, Fiona Jane Robertson. For Diploma of Family History, Kelly Berman. Sean Liam Dagger. Alan Forbes Fleming. Peter Stanley Jen. Robin Patricia Hannon. Anne Roslyn Henderson. Yvette Nicole Kirby. Sherin Sandra Lawson. Carol Ann Lewis. Lisa Mahoney. Jennifer Margaret Marina. John Robert Mattis. Christine Velma Michelle. Lee Ann Odgers. Angela Potter. Sharine Lee Georgette Reger. Trina Joy Ronfeld. Fiona Lucy Tallison. Caroline Mary Wow. For Bachelor of Adult and Applied Learning, Colin Stewart Bachelor. Owen Clive Thomas. For Bachelor of Arts, Trenton Hall. Kirby Louis Innes. For Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Fine Arts, Amelia Ann Alice Monroe. For Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Laws, Neve Gaget. Matilda Ruth Grant. For Bachelor of Education, Primary, Georgia Kate King. For Bachelor of Fine Arts, Phoebe Adelaide Digger. For Bachelor of Justice Studies, Thomas Desmond Mohan. Olivia K. Selter. Hannah Katarina Waters. For Bachelor of Music, Aidan James Connors. For Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Arts, Isabella Margaret Mehmet. Sophie Jasmine Sugo. For Bachelor of Social Science Police Studies, Olivia Susanna Davis. For Bachelor of Arts with Professional Honours, Public Sector Leadership and Management, Stephen Johns Oates. For Bachelor of Social Work with Honours, Sweta Rohil. For Masters of Teaching, Janet Eleanor Enns. Wilson Thomas Batman. Chen Ye Yang. For Master of Tourism, Environmental and Cultural Heritage, Ram Agora. Nishara Maria Hindu Gula Surya. Deputy Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates and diplomats from the College of Arts, Law and Education.
I now call upon Professor Julianne O'Reilly-Wopstra, representing the Executive Dean of the College of Sciences and Engineering, to present graduates to that college.
For Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Marine and Antarctic Science, Zoe Brown. Megan Vera Gridley. For Undergraduate Certificate in Climate Change Awareness and Action and Undergraduate Certificate in Antarctic and Climate Science, Alex Lila Mary Fenton. For Undergraduate Certificate in Sustainable Living, Lorna Elise. Michelle Leanne Moon. For Diploma of Sustainable Living, Erin Michelle Abel. Renee Bellier. Emmy Suzanne Benich. Rosemary Margaret Fenton. George Richard Knight. Louise Lambert. Aaron Peter Lewes. Rachel Amy Randall. Cheryl Ruth Wickham. Kate Laura Winther. For Bachelor of Agricultural Science, Sarah Isabella Roberts. For Bachelor of Applied Science, Nautical Science, Abdul Hadi. For Bachelor of Design, Mia Estelle Gerda Secondus. For Bachelor of Marine and Antarctic Science, Riley Firth. Alexandria Fitzgerald. Lillian Ann Fraser. Stanley Peter Gant. Chloe Sarah Harrington. Lewis Rex Kingston. Olivia Lawson. Ruby Lang McElduff. Finn Alec Merrifull. Anais Irish Murphy. Jennifer Marie Owen. Nicholas James Shelverton. For Bachelor of Natural Environments and Conservation, Cooper James Conlon. Alyssa Grace Head. Zoe Ramshaw. Timothy Sheed. Olivia Natasha Wen. Deputy Chancellor, it's my pleasure to invite my colleague, Tim Finnegan, to continue the presentation of graduates and diplomats.
Deputy Chancellor, it's my pleasure to introduce the graduates for the Bachelor of Science. Shakira Jewel Bone. Trinity Chisholm. Fabian Elliott Delante. Luke Christopher Edwards. Roland Andrew Hamilton Gordon Lawrence. Jamil K. Ellen McKay. Rashini Ravi Sandrun. Maggie Rose Sandrick. Vishnudev Thirunava Karasu. Georgia Alice Kara Woolley. Obelia Alexandra Wysick. Laura Amy Wahoon. For Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Information and Communication Technology, Cameron Cooper. For Bachelor of Engineering Mechanical with Honours, Lucy Eade. For Bachelor of Natural Environment and Wilderness Studies with Honours, James Cordwell. For Bachelor of Science with Honours, Liam Joel McLaren. Ruby Olivia Hoyland. William Gardner Leon. For Graduate Certificate in Geographic Information Systems, Naomi Ann Lewis. For Graduate Diploma of Environmental Planning, Dimalka Dishani Aku Rasa Gamaji. Budika Nishanthi Kulatunga Hita Ra Chije. For Master of Agriculture and Food Sciences, Crop Science and Plant Health, Samana Bhattarai. For Master of Environmental Geospatial Science, Shrija Das. Abhiyan Jimire. Saruth Velu Jagadisan. Prabesh Karki. Robin Khatri. Roshini Upili. For Master of Information Technology and Systems, Moavia Javed. Priyunta Sahajoy. Nirash Mahindu Kula Surija. Ha Mi An Win. Ram Shah. For Master of Marine and Antarctic Science, Claudia Stepin. Deputy Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates and diplomates from the College of Sciences and Engineering.
I now call upon Associate Professor Quinn Fitzgibbon, Acting Pro-Vice Chancellor for Graduate Research, to present those graduates who qualified for a research higher degree in graduate research.
Deputy Chancellor, research is one of the major activities of the University of Tasmania, and the strength and diversity of our research is reflected in our consistent world-class performance across a breadth of disciplines. This research excellence makes a real difference, having an impact right here in Tasmania and from here across Australia and the world. Our higher degree research graduates make a significant contribution to these research activities, and it's for their hunger, their understanding and dedication to research that enables the generation of new knowledge through analysis, innovation and insight. We greatly value our higher degree graduate researchers and recognise the excellence and importance of their work across a wide variety of disciplines. Deputy Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present you the new higher degree research graduates. Deputy Chancellor, I have admitted Ruisha Arman to the degree of Doctor in Philosophy. Dr. Arman noted that research on why persistent offenders stop committing crimes has evolved from age-based decline to factors like job stability and marriage. This study explores distance amongst youth in the Maldives, aiming to improve policy and policing strategies and offer insight applicable beyond Western contexts. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Ruisha Arman. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Anne Boythroyd. Dr. Boythroyd's research explores suitability of planning, design and decision-making processes to establish Antarctic marine protected areas. The findings provide important considerations for achieving effective marine conservation in the Southern Ocean and other high seas regions. Deputy Chancellor, Anne Boythroyd. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Jennifer Mary Earle. Dr. Earle broke new ground in school STEM education in her novel research. The implications of her exploration of STEM workplace practices informed a school STEM education model that drew together a range of aspects of school STEM practice. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Jennifer Mary Earle. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Chloe Frances Hansen-Lowry. Dr. Hansen-Lowry analysed the African Refugee Treaty most contentious grounds for refugee status, developed criteria for applying its practice, including to people impacted from climate change. Her research has contributed to the UN Refugee Agency's development of new guidance. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Chloe Frances Hansen-Lowry. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Larissa Adele Jerram. Dr. Jerram conducted simulations of magnetised radio galaxy jets and developed a new technique for generating synthetic polarisation observations. Her work will be critical for interpreting observations of radio galaxies from current and upcoming radio telescope surveys. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Larissa Adele Jerram. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Sashui Jiang. Dr. Jiang's research investigates how the stratosphere influences Australia's summer rainfall and extremes through tropical waves and local atmospheric circulation. This work improves understanding of rainfall and enhances forecasts benefiting agriculture, water management and disaster preparedness. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Sashui Jiang. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Miranda Jane Kellett. Dr. Kellett's research revealed multivalent ways in which Tasmanian Aboriginal people with a disability, people on a low income and non-human beings who rely on protected areas for habitat experience injustice in the state's control of Tasmania's public protected areas. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Miranda Jane Kellett. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Hannah Claire Moore. Dr. Moore studied the 1886 Tarawera eruption in New Zealand, one of the most explosive eruptions ever recorded. Her research combined fieldwork, laboratory analysis, numerical modelling to understand how the eruption unfolded, improving predictions for future volcanic hazards and community preparedness. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Hannah Claire Moore. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Tertia Oosthuizen. Dr. Oosthuizen reviews Australia's forensic procedure laws to see if they can accommodate advanced DNA technologies while protecting human rights. She found that most advanced DNA methods are unregulated, leading to a shift favouring state power over individual rights. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Tertia Oosthuizen. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Lauren Megan Blythe Peters. Dr. Peters developed new methods for the separation and detection of urea and other compounds found in explosive mixtures, urine and environmental water samples. These methods are suitable for rapid in situ analysis in environments such as healthcare and airport security. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Lauren Megan Blythe Peters. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Maranjaram Sashakila Nupini Ranasinghe. Dr. Ranasinghe developed in situ methods to determine trace levels of toxic and beneficial phytochemicals in food. For the very first time, she discovered an internationally significant sample cleanup method to remove nanoparticles from food samples. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Maranjaram Sanakala Nupini Ranasinghe. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Nina Julie Louise Rogers. Dr. Rogers investigated the key factors that influence the commitment of local government leaders to climate action and ways which government can be supported to overcome the gap between intended climate action and what happens on the ground. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Nina Julie Louise Rogers. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Shijin Shah. Dr. Shah developed advanced simulations to study how debris flow, mixtures of water, soil and rock, interact with protective barriers. This research offers innovative methods to evaluate barrier performance, enhance resilience to natural disasters and promote safer infrastructure and communities. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Shijin Shah. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Charles Robert Sutherland. Dr. Sutherland investigated the use of electronic sensors for determining whether a lobster is about to molt its shell. He found that low-cost ultrasound sensors produced signals that could distinguish lobsters that were preparing to molt. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Charles Robert Sutherland. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Karen Vanessa Valandria Prieto. Dr. Prieto's research reveals how plant hormones regulate key steps in bacterial infection and nodule development, providing insights that aids in the transition from chemical to sustainable biological fertilisation in agriculture. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Karen Vanessa Valandria Prieto. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Arpita Verma. Dr. Verma's conducted in-depth investigations into the video game industry, uncovering significant privacy violations and suggested ways to improve compliance. Her work represents a substantial contribution to privacy laws and lays the foundation for legal reforms in online privacy. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Arpita Verma. Deputy Chancellor, that concludes the presentations of graduates from graduate research.
It is now my pleasure to introduce you to Ruby Hoyland, who graduated today with a Bachelor of Science with honours. Ruby will now give the Valedictorian Address on behalf of the cohort of students graduating today.
I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians, the Palawa of Lutruwita, Tasmania, and pay deep respect to elders past and present. Deputy Chancellor, distinguished guests, members of the university, family, friends, and fellow graduates. I'm honoured to speak with you today. When I sat down to write this, I asked myself, what sets our disciplines apart? What makes a scientist or an engineer, an educator or a lawyer? Is it our understanding of thermodynamics, our ability to write code or read policy, or our particularly thorough knowledge of the life cycle of a krill? Those things help. But the more I thought about it, the more I came back to one word: empathy. Empathy connects what we do to the world around us. It reminds us that our research, our code, our designs, our actions, they matter most when they serve people, communities, and the planet. About a year ago, one of my friends introduced me as a scientist, and my brain completely short-circuited. I'm not a scientist, I thought. I haven't published any papers, gotten any grants, or even finished my degree. But they'd said it so casually, as though it was obvious. And maybe from the outside it was. Just like all of you sitting there, I've spent hours reading journal articles and academic papers, of drafting, redrafting, and inevitably restarting my essays, and increasingly using very specific jargon to explain to my family and friends what it is that I do. These were all the signs of someone living and thinking like a scientist. It's just not something I'd ever called myself before. But being a scientist, or an engineer, or a lawyer, or an educator, isn't something that magically happens the moment you graduate. It's about being curious, asking the right questions, knowing why those questions are important. It's about having empathy. And empathy is a skill that you've been developing since you started uni. It's been sharpened by every lecturer who challenged you, every late night study session, every failed experiment or failed assessment, and most definitely by every group assignment. So if no one's told you this already, you are a scientist, you are an engineer, you are an artist, a lawyer, a social worker, a policymaker. You already are whatever it is you set out to be. Not because you're sitting here today, although it maybe helps with any lingering imposter syndrome, but because you've demonstrated the skills that truly matter: critical thinking, determination, endurance, and empathy. Of course, none of us arrived here alone. So to the academic staff who gave their time, their wisdom, and occasionally an extension on a deadline, thank you. To the friends who pulled us through, the families that believed in us, and everyone else who supported us along the way, this achievement is yours too. We're stepping into a world that needs more than expertise. It needs compassion. People who can balance knowledge with kindness and innovation with humility. So as we go forward, whether you're working with endangered ecosystems, wind turbines, nanomaterials, networks, or people, lead with empathy, because it's one of the skills that you've developed here at uni that will continue to serve you in whatever your next step is. And that's something to celebrate today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ruby. What a great encouragement for us to use empathy and compassion and think about how all of us can serve people, our communities, and our world in a greater way. Thank you so much for your address today.
Thank you.
As we near the end of the ceremony today, I would like to take the opportunity to encourage each of you, graduates today, to acknowledge the contribution of your friends and family who have supported you on your path to graduation today, helping out when things were tough and celebrating your successes. In so many ways, graduation is a collective achievement, and I now invite our graduates to stand, to turn, and express your gratitude to those who have supported you with a round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. As you celebrate your graduation today, you join over 160,000 graduates who have taken their University of Tasmania experience to all continents around the world and across 135 countries. Remember that while you have graduated today, you are not leaving the university. As alumni of the university, you have joined a very special community, and I do hope that you will all keep in touch. Graduation ceremonies represent a very special moment, and being here with you all today could not be more exciting or more uplifting for me. Please enjoy the rest of your day celebrating with family and friends. And Vice-Chancellor Rufus Black and I now invite you and your family and friends and guests to refreshments in the function room directly behind the ceremony hall. I ask you to stand while the procession retires, and I invite you to follow us. Thank you.